Going. Welcome to the 2020 Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce Member Appreciation Night and annual meeting. I'd like to call this meeting to order officially. Can I get an approval of the 2020 annual meeting minutes?
So moved.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, just for your own information, we do have copies and chamber financials that are available at the chamber office. Should you like to review them, please let any one of our kind staff know and they'll
I saw the one that you guys did
social
for,
distance
Habitat.
visit for you. In case some of you that don't know who I am, my name is Al Rubio. I serve as your 2020 chairman of the board for the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce. On behalf of the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors and of course our awesome staff, I'd like to take this opportunity to express our sincere appreciation to all the dedicated members who have supported you guys, who have supported the chamber for the past 55 years, since 1965. Who was president in 1965, guys? Lyndon Baines Johnson. You guys know that. Okay.
I wasn't born yet, Al.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I was 30 years old when it's your membership and continued partnerships with us that make it possible for the chamber to continue to provide programs and services for our members, you guys. This year we know has been rough, to say the least. We commend each of you for your perseverance, positivity, support of one another, which is so important, and innovating the way you do your businesses and, continue. Some of you continue to survive and some of you are even thriving. So good for you. We wish you the best in that. This evening, we want to say thank you to each of our members. And since it is member appreciation night, I want to personally say I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. It's impossible to overstate the importance of our event sponsors. It's funny, been doing this a while and every year, we got to get sponsors, and thank God you guys always come through. Some are the same, some are new, but the sponsors always come through. So I want to show our appreciation to them. Please join me as we take the opportunity to thank the businesses who sponsored the 2020, who are currently sponsoring the 2020 Member Appreciation Night. Our award sponsors are Eastern Municipal Water District, Paradise Chevrolet Cadillac, Pachanga Resort and Casino, and Southwest Healthcare System. Let's give them a round of applause for our award sponsors. Our chamber partner, as always, our great collaborator, the City of Temecula. Thank you. And our media sponsor, Valley News. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our 2020 Chairman's Elite Circle members, Platinum Level, Abbott, and Pachanga Resort and Casino. Our Gold Level Elite members, Southwest Healthcare System and Temecula Valley Hospital. And rounding out our Elite Circle members are our Silver Level Corner Bakery Cafe, Blowout Bar. I have a hard time with that because I can't use them, unfortunately. The law offices of Rosenstein and Associates and Loma Linda University Medical Center, Murrieta. Now, I also want to thank our 2020 President's Circle members, 60 Grit Studios, California State University, San Marcos, and I'm breaking my own rules and I put my phone on silent. Eastern Municipal Water District, Fabosi and Miller, APC, Kaiser Permanente, Paradise Chevrolet Cadillac, Promenade Temecula, Red Wing Shoe Store Temecula, Southwest Riverside County Association of Realtors. Thank you all. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. And by the way, if you're not speaking, which I don't think you are, if you wouldn't mind muting, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Okay. I'd like to recognize our members who have reached, we're doing recognitions now, by the way, from 20 to 35 year milestones with us. As I call your business name, let us know if you're here and we'll welcome you to say a few words. Take a minute and a half or so to say a little bit about your membership with us or whatever you'd like. 35 years, the McDonald's Restaurants Group here in town. Claudia Davalos. Are you with us, Claudia?
No, she was unable to make it tonight.
Well, congratulations to McDonald's. We appreciate their membership and their contribution to our community for 35 years. Next is Michael Baker International, Artina Anthony or John Tanner, or both of them with us? Were they able to make it, Brooke? No? Okay, well, we thank them as well. And of course, our longtime newspaper, the Press Enterprise. So we're pretty happy about that. And congratulations to our 35-year members. That's quite the milestone. Okay, 30 years membership with the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce. And by the way, cumulative of those three, 35 years, 105 years combined membership. 30 years, Allie's Party Equipment Rentals, Inc., Murrieta Day Spa, Stater Brothers Market. I believe Augie Hernandez joined us. Augie, were you able to join us? Well, maybe if he joins in later, he can say a few words, Brooke. Just interrupt me. Temecula Valley Custom Pools, Dave Thompson. I know he's here. Dave.
I am. Thank you, Al.
Of course, thank you. We appreciate you. 30 years membership, and not only just a member, but very involved member.
Yeah, it's been a ride, and I couldn't have done it without the chambers and the membership. And I've certainly enjoyed that fellowship. But that's what grew my business, and so appreciative. I tell every new business in town, you've got to be a member, or we'll run you out of town. So.
Well, Dave's been just a great community leader, and he's also very involved with Rotary and just very giving. And I think the first time I met Dave, he was playing the guitar with a group of guys out at the coffee place over at the Palm Plaza, is it, by Albertsons or Lucky? What was that little coffee place?
Is that Oliveira's? Oliveira's or something?
The Sweet Bean.
Oh, the Sweet Bean.
Yeah.
Okay. And we also played at Shakespeare's.
Oh, very good. I wasn't allowed to go there. Well, Dave, congratulations and thank you. We appreciate
Thank you.
30 years, and we look forward to the next 30.
Absolutely.
Okay, next is Temecula Valley Drywall / Timberlake Painting, 30 years members. Is anybody from Temecula Valley Drywall with us? No. Okay.
Is that Doug Mizmer?
Yes, congrats. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Yeah, you can
Good
tell the
guy.
old timers. Yep. Yeah, they actually drywall my garage on our first house here. Did a beautiful job for us. And then rounding out the 30 years is Temecula Valley Toyota. Is Tom Rudney or Sylvia Provenzano with us? Yeah, okay, well, congratulations, and we appreciate them, and that they've got Lexus coming in too soon. So we'll get them to join as well. All right, next, and that's 180 years cumulative that you're part of, Dave. 25 years. Assistance League of Temecula Valley. Electra Demos, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Here I am.
Electra was there this morning, I think.
Here I am.
Okay, well, congratulations to Assistance League. There she is. You want to say a couple of words?
Sure. Well, we've always appreciated the support of the chamber. Anytime we've needed anything, they've been right there. And I know Emily has become very, very active with us. And she's also on our advisory council. And we'll be seeing her next month when we have our advisory council meeting. So thank you very much to the chamber from Assistance League.
We appreciate you too. Thank you. And love your store. Okay, next is Downs Energy. We're in 25 years, by the way. Elite Community Management, Equity Management and Realty Services. Koch Heating and Air Conditioning, the law offices of Rosenstein and Associates. Robert Rosenstein, are you with us? Robert, able to join?
I'm here.
Okay, Robert, you want to take a couple minutes? Sure. You grew your beard back.
Hey, I had to do something during this.
I like it.
All I want to do is say thank you actually to the chamber, because many of you have heard me say, if it wasn't for the chamber, I don't think I would be in business in the level I am today. The other thing that is unique is I'm thankful for all the relationships I've developed. I'm sitting here looking at those that I can see on the screen and others, whether it's the charities that I'm involved with, advisory board that I sit on, just charities, working with a lot of you. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And you know what, as I tell everybody, my building's so nice, they put City Hall next door, so maybe City Hall wouldn't be there. But hey, that's as good as the lawyer jokes get. But thank you very much. And I don't know how it could be 25 years because I don't think I'm that old.
You're not. You're not.
Thank you.
Robert, thank you. Just it's been fun getting to know Robert over the years. And one of the things, or several things about Robert, but one of the things stands out to me is that Robert is a great connector of people. If he sees an opportunity for a couple of people that he knows, he connects, and he's certainly done that for me in my business. So we appreciate you, Robert. Thank you. Okay, next is Payroll Plus Inc. Pachanga Resort and Casino. It's hard to believe Pachanga's been around 25 years, huh? Crazy. And Mechanical Inc. Is John Evanchek here? No? Okay, well, congratulations to all of our 25-year members. Next is our 20-year members, starting with Alexander Pacific Electrical Contractors. Next is Animal Friends of the Valley, Leaf, and I know Beth is here. I think I saw Beth. I don't think, I know I saw Beth. Beth, you want to say a couple of words? You're on mute.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Great. Yes, we're thrilled to be part of the chamber. I've been in town for over 35 years. You can believe it. And Animal Friends is really doing a great job. It's been a tough year for us, but we've really have done a great job getting the animals out. And I just want to say a shout out to my fellow, Temecula chamber members. We do a great job, I think, and I think we all really stand by one another. So thank you and happy holidays to everyone.
Thank you, Beth. And I got to tell you on a side note, Beth has nothing to do with the chamber or anything, but I've known you since many years, and you are like one of the sharpest dressed women around.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. I
always
appreciate
looks
that.
so.
And then we
nice
just want to say this is what we're all about here. The little one is on camera, but we have a lot of members that have stepped up to be foster parents for, during COVID. So we really appreciate it. And we're all here for the animals. And this is Carolina, who's our new events girl. So thank you.
We had the opportunity to meet her at the cornhole.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you and welcome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations again, Beth.
Yes, thanks. 20 years. Wow, that's great.
Okay. Continuing on 20 years, we have Banner Bank. We have Canine Support Teams, Inc. Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District. Fabosi and Miller, APC. Ed, or anybody from Fabosi and Miller here? Okay, Habitat for Humanity, Inland Valley. I know Tammy's here. Tammy, you want to say a couple of words?
Can you hear me?
Yes, and we can see.
Okay. Yeah, so I can't believe it's been 20 years, but we're just so grateful for all the support of the chamber. Nonprofits need to partner with businesses in order to push out our services and be able to serve families. And so being involved in the chamber has really been a game changer for us. And we're just so grateful for the leadership that you all have shown during COVID too. Being able to have access to state of the minute information so we can make those important business decisions has been key. So I couldn't be more grateful to to be a part of the chamber and be on the chamber board. It's been a privilege, and I just thank you for that. So thanks for the recognition.
Well, thank you, Tammy, for all you guys do, and thank you for being you. Joe, next is Joe Gray's Plumbing. After that, we have Metropolitan Water District of Southern California, Pacific Barcode Inc., Safe Family Justice Centers. Lori, I think I saw Lori Whitehead.
Hi, Al.
Hi.
How are
Another
you?
person I've known for a lot of years.
Oh, I know. I see all these friendly faces. I see Wendy and Dave and all sorts of people out there. It's so nice to see everyone.
Thanks for being here.
You bet. Well, thank you. Safe Family Justice Centers, formerly known as, you're thinking of SAFE. We were SAFE for all those years, and we're now merged, and we're Safe Family Justice Centers. We're still on Payroll and help victims of domestic violence. And during the pandemic, it's been a tough time for a lot of these folks. And the community has always been there to rally behind us, and they've been so supportive. So we really appreciate it. And thank you so much.
So great to see you. Happy holidays to you. And thank you
You.
for all you do, Lori. Thank you.
You bet.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, next, rounding out our 20 years, we have Temecula Roofing Company. And another one that's hard to believe has been 20 years is Wilson Creek Winery. So congratulations to all of our milestone members. We will continue with more of those, but in the interim, we have a very special guest that I'm so excited to introduce. He's going to speak to us for a few minutes, and I've had the opportunity to hear his presentation. Very edge of the seat kind of guy. His name is Edwin William Eddinghausen, and he and his lovely bride of 38 years have lived in Murrieta since 2001. He's the father of 4, and even better, he's the grandfather of 10. Waiting for his reaction. No, actually only 4, but there's still time, Edwin. He's been in Southern California business for over 30 years, presenting over 8,200 seminars in the healthcare industry. That's 8,200. He was the opening speaker for the TEDx Temecula in 2015. In 2018, he became the 76th Toastmasters International accredited speaker. Wow. In his spare time, what spare time? Boy, he runs 100-mile ultra marathons. He is known as the running jester and holds the distinction of being the losingest 100-mile runner in America with 141 losses. You go. But with losses comes wisdom. He is also the winningest 100-mile runner in America with 54 wins, 42 second place, and 23 third place finishes. His combination of 119 first, second, and third place finishes is a world record. This afternoon, Edwin will share with you lessons he's learned about running ultra marathons that can apply to running an ultra business. The title of his presentation, You Win Some, You Learn Some, but you never lose some. Just ask Governor Newsom. Very clever. Welcome, Edwin. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Can everyone hear me okay? Yes? Okay. I have a little glitch on my laptop and it's not working, so I put it to my little iPod, and as long as you can hear me, then we're good to go. So because I'm known as the jester, I should get into character and put my jester hat on. And now some of you who maybe been in a marathon or a race I've been in might go, oh, I've seen that guy before, or I saw his TEDx or something of that nature. Now, I want to find from a show of hands, and my laptop shows some of you, how many have ran one of those 5K marathons? Okay, first off, anybody who's a marathon runner is going to go, Ed, how dare you? You never call a 5K a marathon, because a marathon is a specific distance, 26.2 miles. But 5Ks, how many have done a 10K? How about a half marathon? Have half marathons in the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce. And who has run a full-on 26.2-mile marathon? On the screen that I see, which is only half of you, I don't see any hands. Do not feel bad. Statistically, only 1 in 120 Americans will ever run a marathon. Yeah, and I've ran over 200 of them, but I chose a different distance for my favorite distance. And that's a distance that only about 1 in 20,000 Americans will ever run. That's the 100-mile race. Now, you might think I'm crazy, and I probably am, at least a little bit obsessed. I have this kind of a need for this special little, it's not a prize per se, but it's a recognition that we get after running a 100-mile race. We run all those miles just to get one of these. It's just a simple belt buckle. Now, over the years, I've accumulated a few of them. This is some of them. It's about 45 pounds worth of buckles, and I have another 20 to still add to that. It's just getting too heavy to lift up. So what have I learned about 100-mile races in this time of COVID? Let me tell you about my favorite race that I love to run. It's called 135. It's a 135-mile race that goes through Death Valley in the middle of July. And it's an invitation-only race. 100 people every year are invited. And I've been blessed to have been invited each of the last 10 years. This year, July 6th, number 10 in a row. Very few people have actually accomplished that. But we weren't sure with COVID if it was going to take place. And the race director kept telling us, yes, we think so, but we're not sure. We have some final permits to get. And then finally, 2 weeks before the race, we got a message from Chris. We're on, guys. The race is good to go. And I was excited. My team was excited. And then the very next day, there was an earthquake up at Mount Whitney. And the race actually ends up on Mount Whitney. And there was a rock slide, and it destroyed part of the road. But not to worry. They've had that happen before. They knew they'd be able to clean that up in plenty of time for our race. And then 10 days before the race, we got a message from Chris. Sorry, guys. The race has been canceled. Why? Good old COVID. There was one single positive case of COVID in Inyo County, which is one of the counties that we run through. It's actually where Mount Whitney and Lone Pine is located. And because of one single positive case, that was the end of the race. Well, I had put a lot of focus and training on that race and was really excited to run my 10th in a row. And then the rug was pulled out from under me. And I was really bummed out. And then a friend of mine sent me a message. Ed, you know, there's another race. It's called the Badwater of the Midwest. It's coming up here in just a couple of days. You should do that race. So I looked it up, and sure enough, it's a race in Kansas. They call themselves the Badwater of the Midwest. Now, I consider myself to be kind of a connoisseur of anything bad water. And I said, oh, I'll be the judge of that. So I went to that race, and it was a humbling experience. I actually wore this very suit to the race. I had a buddy that was there to crew for me. In that race, you have to have a car crew, and they go along with you about every couple miles and give you water and take care of your needs. After 10 miles, my suit was soaking wet. You see, I knew I could run in heat. I'd done it many times, and the race is considered to be the hottest race in the world, Badwater, 135, middle of Death Valley, middle of July. But what I hadn't been used to running in was something that the Midwest is famous for in the summer. Any of you that are from the Midwest or have ever been there in the summertime, what is that one thing that they're famous for? Humidity. And also the East as well. And I was not at all used to that humidity. So my suit was soaking wet. My poor friend took off the jacket, but he helped me peel off my suit pants. They were soaking with my yucky, nasty sweat. That's when you know you have a true friend, when he didn't just bail and leave me there on the side of the road. Well, I finished that race, And it really opened up my eyes because I had set my mind on doing just my local California races that I do every year. And I'll venture a little bit, going to Arizona, Nevada, sometimes even Utah, Colorado, maybe even up to Oregon and Washington. But that's pretty much it. There's enough 100-mile races that I could stick around close and do those. But because of COVID, every race in California was shut down. But after doing that one race, I started to look a little further to some other races. Now, by the way, that was the first time I had been in Kansas. And I started looking at other races. And then I found there was a race in Tennessee just 2 weeks after that one. Did that race. Then there's a race in Georgia, a race in Oregon, a race in New Jersey, never been in New Jersey before, a race in Alabama, never been there, Wisconsin. 13 different states I've actually had the opportunity to run in the last 6 months that I probably would not have ran in if it hadn't been for COVID. And by the way, not a single one of those was California. I still haven't ran a race in California, 100-mile race since last year or since January. I learned some interesting things traveling around the country. For one, I got to go on a plane quite a lot. I looked at the different flights, and because most of the flights I had were a layover, then a second flight, some of them were even 3 going and coming. I actually was in 51 different airplanes in the last 6 months. There's one race that I had that was in Arizona. I drove to that one, but the other 12, I flew to all of those races. Of course, they're very strict with the COVID requirements of masking up. I do find it a little bit ironic. I'm not going to complain because I had the opportunity to travel, but I do find it a little bit ironic that we can't get together in places like gyms and churches and other places, but yet we can be packed in like sardines. And I'll tell you, within a 6-foot radius, there's probably 12 different people that, yes, we all have masks on, but we are not doing social distancing. So I found that to be a bit amusing, but I'm not complaining. It worked out for me. But I found that people across the US, we're all the same. We all want to have a good life. We want to be able to pursue our personal freedoms and have our liberty. We want to be able to raise our families. We want to be able to pursue our crazy hobbies like running 100-mile races. And I also found that whatever state I went to, people are warm and inviting, and they want to see others succeed. I made so many new friends that I never would have made if it hadn't been for darn COVID. I'm telling you, as much as COVID has done to harm us, and I'm not going to even talk about my business because it took quite a hit from COVID. But as much as it's done to harm us, there are actually other opportunities that I've seen that have opened up. I remember talking with Esther a few months ago. She said that her business is actually doing even better. My mailbox guy, he said his business is almost doubled. So there are some people who actually are doing better. Good for you. I'm not one of them. We're surviving in my business. We first went to Zoom meetings, and then we found out from our state board that they wouldn't allow us to do that because of the program that I teach. We have to do it on site. And so that changed things up a bit, but so be it. You go with it, you go with the changes. And I've learned that every single obstacle, there's always an opportunity if you just look hard enough. And I've found that by doing that, all these times where we have these situations like this with COVID, where it's quite a challenge. And again, I don't know, some of you may have had some really severe hardships. And if that's the case, I'm not making light of that. I don't know your situation, haven't walked in your shoes, dealt with what you've had to deal with as a business owner. But I found that talking to other business owners, that we find a way to get around, over, under, or through. And that's exactly what people who do what I do for fun, running marathons or 100-mile races, there are multiple obstacles that come up. We've probably heard of the wall. By the way, many of you have heard of the history of the marathon. The very first marathon was named Philippides back in 490 BC. He was delivering a message from the beaches of Marathon up to Athens and ran the 26 miles and delivered his message, "We are victorious," and dropped dead. You've heard that about the first marathon runner? And then there are idiots like me who choose to do something that the very first guy in history that ever did it died from doing it the very first time. Well, those of you who know your history and know your Greek history know that that's actually not the case. The case with Phidippides, he was a professional runner. For him, 26 miles, he could do that before breakfast and not even bat an eye. He actually delivered a message from Athens to Sparta, 153 miles away, asking for King Leonidas I to come help them fight the Persians. And then when King Leonidas told him, well, we'll come, but we have to finish our celebration to the gods, it's going to take us a few more days, he had to run back 153 miles and deliver the message to the generals. So the story you heard about the first marathon runner dying, if that's always been your excuse not to do a marathon, whoa, I'm not doing it. The first guy who did it dropped dead. Sorry, taking that excuse away from you, not really true. But there are some interesting things that happen in a marathon. We hit the wall, you've heard that. And it's not a physical wall, obviously, but there's a wall that when our body is depleted of glycogen, typically that's about a 3-hour point where the glycogen in your muscles and your liver has been depleted. If you don't have a good source of energy and you're burning fat at that point, you hit this wall of a lack of energy. And about that same time too, mentally, you're pretty much wiped out if that's the first time doing a marathon. But you get over, under, around, or through it. In 100-mile races, we like to joke that we don't have one wall, we have 6 or 7 or 8 different walls. You hit a wall, you just patiently work it through, and then things are going well. And you hit another wall, work through it. We like to say in the ultra marathon, if you're feeling good, just wait. But we also say, if you're feeling bad, just wait. And with this opportunity that I've had, I've been able to expand my number of races and my wins beyond what I thought I would have without the COVID hitting us. I'm not doing any races in December. It's, the travel lockdown. If I go outside of California, I have to do a 2-week quarantine. So no races in the month of December. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm certainly hoping that things clear up real soon, not only so I can get back to running, but so that all of us can get back to making money, having a thriving business. But I've learned a few things, and it's an acronym that spells out COVID. I'm going to share these with you. If they're helpful to you, great. If not, hopefully you've enjoyed the story of a crazy guy that runs 100-mile races for fun. Change the changeable. There are things in your life you cannot change. There are things that you can. Don't focus on the ones you can't. Focus on the ones you can. Have open-minded, optimistic opportunism. That's a lot of O's there. But there are opportunities that come our way, even in the COVID environment, that as a business owner, we may not have ever explored before. And now it's time, why not give it a shot? Be vigilantly victorious. There are lots of little victories that we can have. When I run a 100-mile race, I don't look at 100 miles at a time. I look at one single mile at a time. Eventually, they'll add up to 100. Find the inspirational in crowd. That's something that I found to be very, very important. I hang around people who are like-minded like me, people who are positive, who also are 100-mile runners, because they know what I'm dealing with. And we share that together. We share that. It's not that misery loves company, but we share the experiences, and we know when one of us has had a difficult time. We know what it's like. We've been through it. As business owners, other people who don't own a business or have never owned a business don't really realize what this is. They'll say, well, just can't you apply and get unemployment from the government? Yeah, possibly, because my business was shut down. It took me 3 times to apply before I actually got some aid for a period of time. But people who haven't gone through what we've gone through don't know. They can't relate. Other business owners certainly know what it's all about. And then the last D, with all these big words I've been using, do the daily dinky doo-doos. Now, do is do this, not other kind of doo-doos. Yeah, we still have to go about our daily lives, and we still have to do the things that are going to get us from day 1 to day 2 to day 3 to day 4, and just hang on. A lot of times the 100-mile race, that's just really, it's showing up and hanging on. It is amazing to me how many times I've gotten to the end of a 100-mile race, and just because I showed up and I hung in there, ended up not just finish it, but winning the race. We're all in that human race. And I also want to encourage you to be a lifeline for others. If you're struggling, you need some help, reach out, get help. Others are struggling, help them. You know, on those 51 trips I took on the airplane, there's something that I always wanted to see the flight attendant do, and they never did it. So I'm going to do it today, right here, right now. I've seen them, I actually bought this off of the internet. I've seen them demonstrate to us how to put on these little life preservers. And what I've never seen them do is blow it up. Now they tell us you can blow on this thing right here, and also blow it up. But I've always wanted them to pull that little red cord. Haven't you always wished just one time they would do that just to see that it really does work? Well, folks, it really does work. So the message I want to leave you with is be the life preserver for someone else, be the lifeline. If you need it yourself, reach out, get help from others around you. We're all in this human race together. Let's all enjoy it. Let's all make the best of it, and see you at the finish line. Thank you.
Edwin, thank you so much. Very inspirational. Godspeed to you. Thank you for all you do, and keep up the great work, and keep going out there and motivating us. And I guess there's a saying, you can only motivate yourself, but you could give us a kickstart. Thank you. Awesome. And please feel free to stick around and listen to some more of our fun stuff. Okay, next we're going to continue with our 15-year members, starting with, and I think Brooke's got a little slideshow. First Action Real Estate, Affordable Window Coverings, Birth Choice of Temecula, California State University San Marcos, Cornerstone E&S Insurance Services, Front Wave Credit Union, Hearing Aid Systems, Inc., Julie No Insurance Agency, State Farm Insurance, Paula L. Wilson, RHU, REBC, Professional Women's Roundtable, Sonoma at Mapleton, and Temecula Ridge Apartments. That's 15 years. Congratulations. 10 years of membership. Access West Insurance Services. All from the Heart. Baragon Corp International. Black Knight Termite and Pest Control. Butterfield Animal Hospital. Butterfield Ranch Self-Storage. And California Tees Screen Printing and Embroidery. Oh, we've got more. Charity for Charity. We're on 10 years, guys. Crown Hill Consulting Group, Inc., Danza del Sol Winery, Effective Action Consulting, LLC, iEco Inc., Glass Doctor of Southwest Riverside County, Golden West Biosolutions, LLC, Gourmet Italia, JDS Video and Media Productions, Inc., /JDS Actor Studio, Jolene DDS, Inc., Leoness Sellers, Made Pro of Temecula and Murrieta, Maurice Curie Winery, Mount Palomar Winery, Murrieta VIP Florist, Mythos Technology, Neighborhood Healthcare, Nothing Bunt Cakes, Temecula, Nottingham and Associates, CPAs, APC, Pacific Fire Protection, Premier Business Centers, ProCraft, ProSites Inc., Produme and Associates, CPAs, Rady Children's Health Services, Richard Olson Financial Group, State Farm Insurance, Jared Novodosky, Temecula Dental Practice and Orthodontics, Temple Court Senior Care, Tilted Kilt Temecula, Toward Maximum Independence, Tri-Valley Medical Weight Control, Tyler Birch LLP, and United Towing Service, Inc. Congratulations to all of our 10-year members. 5-year members: At Work Personnel Services, AARD Spring and Stamping Polygraph Label Manufacturing, American Incentive Advisors, Baker Home Energy, Bechet Enterprises, doing business as Jack in the Box, Denny's, Burgers and Beer, California Coast Credit Union, Carter Estate Winery and Resort, Chick-fil-A Temecula, Christian Handyman, CNN Mortgage, CSL TV, Elizabeth Hospice, Garmin Corp., Girl Scouts of San Gregorio Council, love their cookies, Green Acres Interactive Therapy, Highgate Senior Living, Infinium HR Group, Inland Empire Jobs Corps Center, Insurance All-Stars Agency, Jefferson Creek Plaza, Lovendal Realty Group, EXP Realty, Nice and Easy Smog Check. I like that positive ring on going to get your car fixed. That's awesome. Pacific Construction Analytics, Inc., Pins and Pockets, Rancho Christian School, Reality Rally, REC Consultants, Inc., Senator Melissa Melendez, Sierra Pacific Farms, Inc., Southern California Rental Housing Association, Sunil Sethi Real Estate, Temecula Sunrise Rotary Club, Temecula Valley Art League, Temecula Valley Unified School District, Trauma Intervention Program, U-Haul Company of Oceanside, Visage at the Vein Clinic, Wolfgang Capital LLC. It is now my thank you and congratulations to our 5-year members. We appreciate you all as well. Now it's my pleasure to welcome our Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce President, CEO, rounding out her first year, just really killing it. And she's got a few words for us. Emily, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Al. You amaze me that you could read through those lists so eloquently. You deserve a prize for tonight. I am just so happy to be with you guys, and I know you are ending your day. I want to personally just take a few moments to recognize our board of directors and our ambassadors before offering some closing remarks. And so I'm grateful to all of you. As I introduce our board of directors, you guys need to know these guys are dedicated leaders who volunteer their time to advocate on your behalf and to serve the business community. If you are present, I invite you to say hello, give everybody a wave. And without further ado, I am happy to first introduce our chairman of the board, Al Rubio with DCH Auto Group here in Temecula.
Thank you. Well, you've heard from me, and I'll say a couple more words. So thanks, everyone. It's great to be here and appreciate all of you.
We have our first vice chair, Miss Kimberly Fries-Euler of Clear Blue Promotions. We have our second vice chair, Mr. Mike Noon of Noon and Associates CPAs. We've got our treasurer, Miss Leslie Doherty of Leslie Doherty CPA, APC. We've got our secretary, Miss Donna San Miguel with California State University, San Marcos. And our past chairman of the board, Mr. Brian Connors with Southwest Healthcare System. And then moving on to our board of directors, we have Mr. Peter Baker with Loma Linda University Medical Center, David Bechet with Corner Bakery Cafe, Soledad Escobedo with Pacific Western Bank, Mr. Adam Eventov with SoCal Gas, BJ Fizzelli of Fizzelli Cellars Winery, Miss Kim Kelleher with Grapeline Wine Tours, Jeff Kurtz, who I saw out in the audience with Promenade Temecula. Jeff, would you like to say a hello?
Well, sure. And not much to say, but hello. I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, staying positive, and testing negative.
I like it.
Well said, Jeff. Next, we have Mr. Dave Lester of Abbott, Miss Cherise Fanning of A Grape Escape Balloon Adventure, Miss Tammy Marine with Habitat for Humanity Inland Valley. I saw you out there, Tammy. Would you like to say anything?
Sorry. Oh, no, just thank you very much. And so glad so many people were on tonight. It's really great to celebrate the chamber with all of you.
And Mr. Andrew Maciel with the Pachanga Resort and Casino and Pachanga Development Corporation. Miss Julie No with Julie No Agency State Farm Insurance. Miss Jackie Steed of Reliable Realty. I think I saw you out there, Miss Jackie. Would you like to say hello?
Hi, everybody. Just a quick note to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. It is wonderful to see all of you and have you participate tonight. Thanks for being here.
And next we have Mr. Bernie Truax of Truax Management Group and Miss Linda Wenderlich of the Valley Business Journal. And I'm going to apologize, I overlooked Adam Eventov. Mr. Adam, I know you're with us. Would you like to say a word or two?
Congratulations to all the recipients tonight. And if you don't want to do all that running, Al can hook you up with a car.
Also well said. I want to just personally say thank you to the board of directors for their service this year. With my first year, you were incredible mentors and guiding voices for myself and the chamber. You guys, they take my emails and text messages at all hours of the night. They volunteer countless hours and are always thinking of you. So thank you again for representing us. Clap, 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 applause. And then before closing remarks, we definitely want to give a huge shout out to our ambassadors. And I'm going to invite Katie Cook, who I believe I saw on the call, to call out our ambassadors. For those of you who don't know, our chamber ambassadors are a really valuable group of volunteer representatives. They serve as basically our public relations for the chamber. They work diligently to facilitate positive member relationships. They encourage non-members to join, and they help celebrate all of our member successes. Serving as an ambassador is a very serious commitment, and it requires an allocation of time and participation in various activities. And I am so happy to say we'll be highlighting some of our ambassadors who have been in this position for 20+ years, which is just phenomenal in terms of volunteerism. So I'd like to ask all of you chamber ambassadors before we get started, if you are an ambassador, go ahead and throw up a reaction or a wave so that everyone can see who you are. And thank you for your service. So with that, Miss Katie, are you with me?
I am. I'm here. Hello, everyone.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. I first want to recognize Alifa Ahmad with Disc and Beyond. She has been an ambassador since 2016.
Velvet Byrne Raydell, your wire guy. She's been an ambassador since 2017.
We've got Miss Violet Bolin with Violet June Photography since 2018.
Maggie Boylston with the law offices of Charles P. Boylston since 2018.
Next, we've got Mr. Rigoberto Cancelada. Oh, I'm gonna have to work on my Spanish, guys. He's with ACA Janitorial Services since 2018.
And Anthony Caracciolo with Insurance All-Stars Agency since 2018.
And those Caracciolos, they know how to represent. We've got Bob Caracciola also with Insurance All-Stars Agency since 2018.
And last but not least, Tina Caracciolo with Insurance All-Stars Agency since 2008.
Miss Leah Craghead with Coldwell Banker Commercial SC since 2018.
And Michael Crawford's been an ambassador since 2007, and he's with Golden Eagle Properties.
Michael's got to be one of our longer standing ones. Thank you, Michael. We've got Mr. Doug Critchfield with Strakota Insurance Agency, who joined us in 2020, just this year.
And Rebecca Derringer with Derringer Law Group, APC. She's been an ambassador since 2018.
We've got Saki Donadio with Touchstone Crystal by Swarovski since 2018. You guys know her as Sparkle Like Saki.
And Matt Fallison with Edward Jones since 2018.
We've got Greg and Angie Fan of the AR Workshop here in Temecula. They're new members, new ambassadors, and killing it despite COVID.
And Bobby Fry with Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers since 2019.
Mr. Jimmy Fu of Jimmy Photography, who's been an ambassador since 2018.
And Eskia Giegel with Century 21 Preferred since 2018.
Mr. John Hamby of First Light Home Care, who's been with us since 2017.
Paige Hardy Hill with Hardy Realtors, an ambassador since 2019.
We've got Miss Krista Hogue of Home Perfect Restoration since 2017.
And I have the honor of, I believe, announcing the longest time ambassador, who is Iris Hooper with Thrive, as an ambassador for over 20 years with the Chamber.
We've
Thank
got
you,
to
Iris.
pause there for that. Next, we've got Mrs. Deborah Jankowski with CRPS Warrior Foundation, new member this year and also a new ambassador.
And Luann Jobjin, she's been an ambassador for 15 plus years with Habitat for Humanity Inland Valley. And in-person events, you will find her at the table selling raffle tickets. She is a dedicated ambassador. Thank you, Luann.
She sells the lucky tickets.
She does.
We've got
That's out of me out of the year over the years.
and then also another longtime ambassador, Miss Robin Johnson, with the law office of Robin Johnson, has been with us for over 15 years. So many years we've lost count. Thank you, Robin.
Janet Licitra with Team Logic IT since 2018.
We've got Miss Cynthia Leameyer of American Incentive Advisors, who's been with us since 2016.
Michelle Lindsay, Trauma Intervention Program since 2017.
Miss Cristara Marie Munoz of Wellness Diagnostics Med Spa, a newer ambassador and new member to us, and she's been going gangbusters with TVCC and VYP events and ambassadorship. So thank you.
And KT Matthews with Send Out Cards since 2018.
We've got Christine Medina with Canaway since 2018.
Linda Mejia, United Community Realty, Inc. since 2018.
Miss Megan Miller with Bird's Eye VR, also a new member, new ambassador, super involved, and we love watching your business grow, Megan.
Jonathan Montanez, saw you on the call, Polito Cleaning and Restoration since 2019. Thank you, Jonathan.
Jonathan, I can't believe it's only been a year. I feel like you've done the work of ambassadorship for at least 5. Thank you, buddy.
Feels that way.
We've got Miss Beatriz Nairi of BN Graphic Designs, also a new member, new ambassador, and very involved. Thank you.
And Connie Newman with Amazon Toner since 2019.
Miss Crystal Prado of Think Forward Accounting since 2019. I saw she just did a new photo shoot with one of our other ambassadors, Mr. Sebastian Seedy.
Angel Romero with Barrett Business Services, Inc. since 2017.
Miss Nissan Siebert of D Lighting since 2019.
And Lee Ming Si, Optimal Medical Billing and Consulting. She's been an ambassador since 2016.
Miss Kathy Sizemore of Abel Alarms Company, new to the chamber, new as an ambassador, and certainly making the holidays a lot more festive around town.
And Mr. Tom Summers with Stonehouse Insurance Services, been an ambassador since 2009. I feel like it's been a lot longer than that. He's very involved, and you'll know him by his bow tie. Thank you, Tom, for everything that you do for us.
The man has more bow ties than I have shoes, and that's quite a feat, Tom. Next, we have Hope Sir, Hope the Medicare lady since 2019.
And Kathleen Williams, Highgate Senior Living since 2016.
Miss Angela Wise with Make-A-Wish Foundation since 2018.
And Netta Yegan, Temecula Valley Real Estate since 2018.
Kiro Garcia with Kiro Financial Solutions since 2018.
And Carla Uriki with Picasso Dental Care since 2018.
Big round of applause for all of our ambassadors and our board of directors. Thank you so much. I also want to make sure that we thank all of you, the dedicated and supportive members who have served on the membership committee, who serve on the Valley Young Professionals, our Southwest California Legislative Council, the Southwest California Manufacturing Council, any of our special events committees, and to all of you who show up and volunteer at our many events throughout the year. Just a couple of words from me to you. You know, I regret so greatly that we aren't able to meet in person and fully express our appreciation for all of you. As Al was reading off the list of names, I know it can sound like we're just rattling off names and it becomes almost redundant. But for us, every time we hear your name, we think of opportunity and possibility and purpose. And every day that we show up where we face another round of COVID news, what makes us motivated and gives us purpose is you. So thank you for the opportunity to serve. And thank you for being the light at the end of the tunnel for us. We appreciate you more than we can convey over Zoom. But we are deeply indebted to you and always committed to you. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts on behalf of our staff and board of directors.
Very well said.
Thank you. That's very nice.
Always very eloquent. Thank you. Okay, I guess I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you. We're going to go a minute or two over. I hope you guys are okay with that. You know, as I'm looking around the screen and seeing a lot of faces I recognize, some for many years, some just met, and some I've never met. And I certainly hope that I get to meet you sooner than later. But the point I want to make is, what a bunch of winners. You know, even in what we're going through, what a bunch of winners you all are. It's not a group of victims. You're a great example to our community. And I think our community is a great example to our surrounding communities and our state and so on. So just keep doing what you guys are doing. I mean, you're doing just everything right. We're all learning from this. We're going to be able to add whatever we've learned to our resumes, I think, because, you know, everything from applying for loans, the Zoom and everything in between. So congratulations to you for that. Congratulations to you for your membership and those milestone members that we recognize. I just want to take a moment to remind you guys that we do have a Shop Local campaign that has just started. So I want you to, you know, when you think about buying something, think about shopping local, support our local businesses, support each other. We want you to make sure that while you're out, you're safe and stay healthy. We want you all to have a wonderful holiday season, and thank you for attending our event. God bless you all, and please, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Be safe. Congratulations to all, and good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
Hey, great seeing everybody.
Merry Christmas to
Christmas. Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you so
Nice to
much.
see you all.
Bye.
That Jimmy Foo wasn't here.
Is it over? I'm just joining. I was.
We can do it all over, Robin.
Okay, nice to see everyone.
I can't believe Sebastian's here. I thought that guy died. I don't know. Oh, he just logged off. Dang it. It's not nice to talk crap when he's not here to defend
Who was here?
Yeah. Hey, it was great seeing you. Great meeting. Miss seeing everybody in person and of course the cocktails, but it's a lot cheaper at home. So
Safer.
I did dress up. I
There
like
they go.
dressing up for these things.
yeah, that's true. I was gonna wear a tie. I'm glad to see that everybody else was slumming it like me. So.
Of course.
Christmas holiday.
I got pajama
Oh,
bottoms.
Wendy's rocking the Santa sweater.
I got my Santa.
Oh,
Hey,
cute.
Oh, nice.
She's just killing it
Very
lately.
nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy holidays, everybody.
All right. Hey, Al,
Bye.
great job running that meeting, man.
Sal.